Guessing. We're good. Let's get started.
Good.
I'm gonna move a little there. Well, hi guys. I'm Hala or Hala Bay, and we are from Val, and I am Val's esports specialist. So I work with Psychotic to run our leagues, our tournaments, all that fun stuff, and then I also do our social media. So anything that you see on Twitter or Discord, that is gonna come from me for the most part. And then Psycho, you want to
Hi,
introduce yourself?
I am Psychotic or Psycho for short because that is a mouthful. I'm the league moderator manager and broadcasting manager over at Val. I work with Hala a lot on our esports programs. I also just fill in a lot in general, work with our moderator team, work with league logistics, rule writing, setting up events, all of that fun stuff.
Yeah. So, Val, just a little bit of backstory on that. So it stands for Virtual Athletics League, and we have had kind of a crazy history. We started as a VR arcade where people could come and play on VR headsets. And then, over time, we kind of did a lot of different things. We ended up running the first ever tournament for Beat Saber, and it was an international tournament, which is really cool. Um, and, we all know Beat Saber is super fun. And then after that, we started doing some other VR esports events, started doing some other fun things. And then COVID happened in 2020. And so we kind of had to change things around. And we ended up working with a lot of influencers. So we also have Val Uprising, which is a group of influencers that we represent and we work with to bring content. And so a lot of you may know Bothaya. He's one of our Val Uprising influencers. And then we also work with some other great ones like Soulfox, LS Toast, Tech Banju, all sorts of fun creators. So that's a little bit of story on that. And then we also run VR esports events. And so we have run the VR Fitness Summit, the VR Winter Games, and Summer Games. And we are currently planning New Reality, which Tabby, you want to tell us a little bit about New Reality?
Sure. New Reality is an event that Val is planning to highlight a whole bunch of different VR games, VR gaming, VR esports in general. We're really excited about it. It's going to be a combination of an esport event and influencers as well to help highlight these games, build VR as a whole in the gaming scene to draw attention to a lot of the cool projects going on.
Yeah, and that's going to be in Salt Lake City, November 3rd to the 5th. So if you're anywhere near Salt Lake City, we totally recommend you come out. Not only will you get to meet us in person, but you'll get to compete in a lot of fun events, meet awesome creators, and yeah, all sorts of things. So, all right, where should we start off, Saika?
I think we should start about, with our involvement in Rec Room because that's, got our history of like us as a company now. What do, how Hala have we been involved in Rec Room so far?
Yeah, yeah. So I started at Val December of last year, right before Christmas. And the very first thing that they told me to do was to research Rec Room and Rec Room leagues. So that's literally, I've been working on this the entire time that I've worked at Val. And so I researched a lot of the leagues, checked out Paintball League, of course, Laser Tag League, so many others. And I kind of learned about, this awesome community. And you guys are really passionate about this game. There are so many fun people out there, so many people that love what you do, which is so amazing. And so, yeah, we slowly over time, we kind of researched Rec Room leagues. We learned a little more. Then during our VR Winter Games, we held a Rec Room paintball tournament. It was just kind of a small basic tournament, self-forming teams, which we've had quite the debate about in our Discord. Um, and then after that, we went into season 1 of Val PB or the Val Paintball League. And that just concluded last month, and it was super fun to have that league going and to work with you guys. And yeah, so that's where we're at, and we're kind of starting to look towards the future of Val PB and kind of our involvement with Rec Room.
I
So,
really,
yeah.
really want to talk about the community aspect that you kind of touched on for a second there. I have experience in other esport organizations in the VR world. Val has run plenty of tournaments and leagues and events and things in the VR world, but something that stood out to us about Rec Room in particular is the dedication of the community to wanting to build this scene, to build this game, to build all of the communities within the community. And it's been so important because, Hall and I, with the resources that we have to be able to run a league, to run events, we have that general esports knowledge, we have that general VR knowledge, but being able to call on the community in the way that we did to provide that more niche knowledge about paintball and about what the community is used to and the expectations and how they want to see run things. The number of people that we had step up for those things was truly mind-blowing. And it's really important, right? Because we've all got, everybody in the esports scene in VR all has similar dreams of wanting to take it main stage. And for that to happen, it's got to start with community-based efforts and wanting to collaborate on projects like this. And so I really, like Hala said, really got to shout out the Rec Room community because it has been incredible to meet and work with a lot of the people that we came across here when we were setting up Val PB. And I hope that it only continues, going into, the next season that we've started planning on.
Yeah, yeah, and absolutely. And I mean, even today we've had so many tech issues, but everybody's been really helpful and really
Yeah.
worked with us to help and try to figure everything out. And same thing, sometimes moderating Discord is hard and sometimes it's a little frustrating. And that's a lot of what I do for work. But the Val PB community is so nice. You guys are wonderful. And it's nice. I click on that little Discord and I feel like I'm with my friends. And that's always a great feeling. Um, yeah, so then I kind of want to talk about, VR esports and kind of just how to get involved in that and like what competitive rec room is because, obviously Saika and I and Val is more involved on the competitive side of rec room, but there's so much to rec room. There's so many things that it really comes to. And so, you've got your artists, you've got escape rooms, you've got the quests, all sorts of things. But, what Val does is we kind of make competitions out of anything. And so, paintball, definitely very competitive. But we've also run esports tournaments for things like real VR fishing, where you just fish the whole time. And we've also run tournaments for games like Loco Dojo, where you just play party games and have a good time with your friends. And so I think that that's something really important to think about. If you're a Rec Room player and you're kind of thinking, yeah, I would like to compete in something, but, I'm not good at paintball, I'm not good at laser tag, those types of things. You don't have to be good at paintball or good at laser tag or, those traditional esports to really get into esports and have a good time and compete and potentially win prizes. Um, yeah, Tabby, or Saika, do you want to go into kind of some of the ways to get involved in VR esports?
I mean, sure. It's, Val is not, there's obviously Val, but there's also plenty of other leagues on the scene here in Rec Room, in paintball, and in more games that are super welcoming, super inviting. The people are knowledgeable. There's so many resources available to the community for stuff like this. And honestly, just look around Discord, there's a whole bunch of different things posted on the Rec Room websites. You can talk to your friends. Like it's literally, it's everywhere in the community, which I think is awesome. Um, and I do believe we have some resource channels in our server. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, we do have a few.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um, yeah, well, awesome. So now you might be wondering, well, okay, I can get involved in VR esports, but what's the point? Well, there are a lot of benefits to esports, and that's like Saika talked about, community is huge. Being involved in VR esports can help you make so many friends, so many connections that is just, they're really invaluable. I personally got involved in esports in a game that I was not very good at, but I really liked and I had a lot of fun. And so I joined an esports organization for it. And now I have some friends that will be in my life forever. And so that community and the friendships that you make are definitely a huge part of why you would want to be in esports. Another great thing is there are prizes. Record sponsored leagues, as you might know, you can get gold skins for different weapons, and you get in-game tokens as well that you can spend on your different outfits and everything, which is obviously so amazing and really cool that Rec Room does that. And then some leagues and tournaments have cash prizes. For Val, we had a $4,000 prize pool, and part of that was, cash, just money that you could get, and then part of it was credits to spend on our store. So people bought games. I know some people are holding out for Val merch, which, trust me, it's coming. I promise I'm going to make it happen. I want some cool Val merch. So yeah, definitely. There's so many fun things like that. And then also just it really helps you improve your skills. And it's really satisfying, at least to me, to feel like, wow, I am really good at this game. And maybe that's not the most important thing in life, but I think it is an important thing in life to feel like you're good at something that you like. Are there any other benefits that you've found from VR esports, Taika?
I mean, retention. Retention is, uh, burnout's a thing, and sometimes you get bored with the game, you move on to something else. But like when you have a reason to keep coming back, whether that be because you're trying to hone those skills, or you love the people that you've met, that you've built a team with, you love the community. It's all of these things that esports helps to really solidify and put together are the things that keep you coming back to the game, which is so important. And so, yeah, one of the biggest things for esports is retention, growing the community, growing the base, growing your own passion of the game. So even if, when we say esports, it doesn't necessarily always mean like the top competitive, earning prizes and all of that. It does mean that, but it also can be as easy as, joining a team with your buddies and getting weekly matches to have a reason to head to hang out, to work on the game, to spend time with your friends, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, Yeah, so then one last thing I want to touch on is kind of how influencers and content creators tie into esports and competitive rec room. So I mentioned earlier that we work with creators like both Daya, Soulfox, and a lot of others that, are really prevalent in rec room and other games. And I know that a lot of people like streaming. A lot of you like making your YouTube videos really fun to watch people's streams and videos. One of the most fun things that I think about Val PB is that we have community casters that get to come in and commentate the matches, which is so fun. Um, but something that, if you're looking to be some sort of content creator, influencer, or even if you just have fun making YouTube videos about Rec Room, even if you're like, it's never going to be a big thing, getting involved in competitive Rec Room can be a really great way to do that. Like I said, we resource a lot of our casters to for our games. And then we also work with casters and YouTubers to make videos about all sorts of things. So if you're thinking, I like making YouTube videos about Rec Room, try and get involved with some of these sponsored leagues. They have great opportunities for you to film things, to meet new people, to record, and it can really kind of kickstart that in your life.
Yeah. Then the bottom line is, more eyes on the game means growing the community, means growing the game, means growing the competitive scene, means, growing the benefits of that, whether that be in prize money or professional support for it. That is really what it comes down to. And influencers and content creators, growing that audience, growing the number of eyes that are on the game really benefits the community from the ground up, all the way from the basics and getting more people in the game to who's going to be watching these streams, and growing these leagues. So content creation is so important, and that's probably one of the coolest parts of my jobs, is being able to work with a whole bunch of these different content creators to help grow Rec Room and all of the other games that we work with.
Yeah, absolutely. So since we did have some technical difficulties, we're just about out of time here. But Saika, do you have anything else that you want to add before we open it up for questions?
I'm super impressed we compressed it that much to still fit in the time limit. Good job.
I know we had so much to talk about. So, if you want to talk more about VR esports, we'll take questions now. But obviously, you can always hop into our ValPB Discord. There's a link to that in the sponsored leagues league hub. And you can absolutely come in and ask us any questions and chat with us. But yeah, let's take some questions now. So what questions do y'all have about VR esports and competitive rec room? Yeah, go for it.
I've never experienced it, and I just want to know, how does it feel to experience it in VR?
It's really cool. I mean, I was never a big VR player before working at Val. But like it's so fun, and like I know Saika's a bit more of a VR player than I am, but I think it's really fun. Like right now I'm in my quest and I'm like, this is so much fun. I feel like I'm really with you guys in a panel room. And yeah, like it makes games like a lot more fun in my opinion. Oh, okay. The question was, how does it feel? How does it feel to be playing those games in VR esport or in VR? Yes, sorry, did not realize that.
Yeah, it is sneaky.
Yeah, any other questions?
Yeah, they just
Awesome.
well.
Oh,
Yeah, what's up?
You wanted to ask a question.
We love all of you guys. You're all wonderful.
I really love how you pinged in our Discord and a whole bunch of people showed up. Like that's the power of the community and the support. I really love that.
Exactly. ValPB, best community. Might be biased, but
Might be.
Is it starting up again? Or is it starting up again?
Do you have eye problems?
Started yet. Dang.
It looks like
No.
Do you have eye
Didn't have
problems?
microphones
I
in
mean,
there.
I do. Can
My watch
you tell that I have eye problems? That makes me feel a little weird. My glasses aren't on, okay?
These have caught my twist. Wait,
Are you raising your hand for a question, or are you just?
Make Val laser tag.
We've been
We'll
hearing
think
that
about it,
so
okay? We'll
much
think
lately.
about it.
Yeah, we've gotta, we
If you guys can
we
get
gotta get through.
a 2/3
Speak right now because his microphone.
decision in the Discord.
Hold it.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. We'll think about it.
Don't
We
promise
have
them that.
to. We have to kind of get through our in-person event.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to plan our event. So we've been talking about VR esports and how to get involved in competitive rec room. Do you have any questions about it? Okay, we'll give everybody like one more minute if you're finishing up typing a question. Then go ahead and do that, and then we'll answer any last questions before we head out. About VR esports and competitive rec room. Yeah, I noticed someone asked, when's the next season? We can't say for sure yet.
Yeah, Val paintball.
Yeah, about paintball, when the next season is. We can't say for sure yet. We're hoping for soon, but we're really just kind of trying to get through our big event that we're holding in Salt Lake, and then we're trying to make everything perfect for season 2. So, if you have any suggestions, definitely drop them in our Discord, and then we'll definitely take those into account. Yeah, what's up? We don't have anything to do with Pistol Only League, so definitely ask that in their Discord. But that is such a cool league, so hopefully soon. Showdown League? I don't even know what Showdown is.
We've been looking at other games and stuff. No promises yet. Like Hala said, we have to get through that in-person event first. But planning has started for the future of Val PB. There's
Yeah, what's
no
up?
plans just yet for a
Oh,
sword league.
I gotcha.
Like I said, you got to get through we'll take suggestions. You're all welcome to join the Val PB Discord. Let us know what you want to see in the future. Planning has started for the future, but there's nothing like solidified just yet.
We can't make any promises on what leagues we'll make. But if you have suggestions, put them in our Discord, and we will tell our boss, and we will say, please let us make more leagues. Yeah,
They are
leagues
fun.
are really fun.
Okay.
That's why I'm waiting for it to not get expired. But if I had one, then I would be playing.
I'm trying to sign up for paint throwers. I'm trying to
Cool.
do real paint throwers.
All right, well, I think it's time to wrap up. But thank you all for coming out. It's been really fun to see you guys, to talk to you, and hang out. And thanks for being patient with us at the beginning of this. But yeah, love you all. Let us know if you have more questions in our Discord.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. I have really bad stick drift right now. It's pretty funny, actually. I keep like trying to keep myself centered, and I end up overcompensating. All right, cool. Well, thank you guys so much.
Cool.
There should be an option in your watch to stop broadcasting.
Stop broadcasting. All
Yep.
right. Let's see.
Oh, my watch will not open. This is cute. There we go.
I'm floating. Oh.
There we go.
Stop broadcast. Awesome.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks so much. And I know we had so many crazy tech issues, but thanks for being patient with us.
We still finished on time. Let's go. All right. GG's, y'all. Bye.
See you.
Yep, we're gonna head out. Yep. Thanks, guys. Bye.